Hey everybody, it's the NoNonsense Financial Coach coming to you from Mikasa. Figured we'd gather around the fire. It's uh it's a balmy 92 degrees in our living room because this thing's a furnace. So I'm all bundled up, which is why I'm gonna start sweating in about a minute. Um so I think what I want to talk about today is kind of philosophy ish, not so much budgeting tips. And basically, what it is you need to be real about who you are. Um, so many people will be standing in front of their dumpster fire, which is just, 5 alarm blaze, just going full speed ahead into disaster, and just trying to convince anybody they can that they're okay and that everything's fine and there's nothing to see here. And it's a dumpster fire. It's just a total mess. So what I want to encourage you guys is just be real about your weaknesses. Be real about your strengths and use that knowledge and that realization and that honesty and integrity with yourself to your advantage. Some people can put in 20, 30 extra hours a week and just crush it with overtime to save up for their emergency fund, to earn some extra cash to get out of debt, pay off, whatever it is that you got, and they're just fine. Some people, they don't handle that well, and it's not that you're less of a person for that. It's just everybody's different, and we got to be honest with ourselves. I forgot to introduce Sven. Sven's with me today. He's one of our favorites here in the house, so I figure he could add some ambiance. We got fire, we got reindeer. I got the scarf that's killing me, by the way. See, look, my dome is sweating because it's 92 degrees. It's probably 100 degrees sitting next to this thing, so I'm gonna lose the scarf. Oh, that's much better. Yeah, go Dodgers. We didn't make it, but the Rams did. Rams going to the Super Bowl. How about that? Be real with yourself, guys. Acknowledge your weaknesses, acknowledge your strengths, and use that to your advantage. If you're not the kind of person that can just nose to the grindstone and knock out 20, 30 hours overtime every week, don't do it, right? Because what's going to happen is you're going to be good, you're going to be excited, you're going to see some momentum, and then you're just going to be totally worn down from not having a life for however long you do that for. And then in that stupor, in that haze of being worn down, you're probably going to make some bad financial decisions, whether it's, I need to treat myself to Starbucks 3 times a day for the next 2 weeks. Well, there goes all your overtime. Just be real with that. Know what your weaknesses are. If you can't go into Target without buying things that aren't on your shopping list, just don't go into Target. If every time you go to the gun store, you buy 7 boxes of ammo, even though you don't really need it, and I get it, guys. Whenever there's ammo available, you need to buy it. I totally get it. But don't go to the gun store. If you have a problem with spending too much when you go out to eat, just don't do it. Understand your weaknesses. Understand where your weaknesses. I feel like I've said weaknesses about 7.5 times. Not good. I got to come up with other words. I should have a thesaurus right next to me so I can look it up. I feel like there's more to be said about this. Kind of drawing a blank, but be real with yourself. Okay? If you're the kind of person that, like, I made a list and that's all I'm buying, that's good. That's awesome. If you need, like, an accountability partner, and by the way, guys, that's kind of a good note. I know some of you that are watching these are probably kind of asking yourself, well, what's this whole thing about financial coaching? Like, it's one thing to make YouTube videos about budgeting and stuff, but what's the deal with financial coaching? The biggest thing about financial coaching is having somebody to hold you accountable, that you're giving them permission to meet with you on a regular basis to come up with a plan and then hold you accountable. And maybe that's something that you need to do is when you go grocery shopping and you go to Target, don't take your friends that you always take to Target. Take your uncle who's a no-nonsense kind of guy and going to tell you, you don't need that. That's dumb. Put it back. It's not on your list. Maybe that's what you need. And it's okay to do that. It's okay to make adjustments. It's okay to make changes based on what your needs are, based on your personality. Admit that you have a weakness, admit that you have a flaw, and compensate for it. And I guess that's what the video is about, is acknowledge your strengths, acknowledge your weaknesses, and make compensations for them. Make allowances for them. It's a huge part to succeeding with budgeting and investing and just making good financial choices. So get an accountability partner if you need it. Make a plan and stick to it. Don't let your weaknesses get the best of you. And yeah, you can do it. Thank you guys for joining me by the fireside. There it is, right there. Fire with Sven. Sven's great. We love Sven. I know what you guys are all thinking. We want more Sven and less Andrew. Well, maybe that'll come true one day. Like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff, guys. Share it. I'll see you in the next one. Later. Hi, family. They all just walked in. Okay, bye.